Hello everyone, I'm Leslie Kennedy and I'm the Director of Affordable Learning Solutions within the California State University Office of the Chancellor. And today I'm looking forward to sharing a little bit about how to easily find open and free faculty-reviewed digital textbooks. And I look forward to meeting you at the conference in November, and we'll be able to actually do some hands-on work to locate these resources and also share ideas and information as well. But before I get started, I just want to set the scene in that most of us realize that the cost of textbooks have increased significantly over the past few years. And based on this study that came out of the Florida Virtual Campus, you can see that many students are foregoing purchasing their books, that they are either sharing books or taking fewer courses as a result. So the aspect of affordable textbooks is very real and very important to us, especially in California. I usually show a video at this point, but I will wait and show that to you when we get together in November. So what are we doing in California higher ed to address affordability around course materials, especially textbooks? Well, in the past 2 years, a group of faculty have been collaborating on the California Open Online Library project. And just to give you a quick overview on that came out of the California State Legislature, where they established this group of faculty from the 3 higher ed systems to address textbook affordability. And if you're not familiar with the 3 systems, we have the community college system, which has about 112 campuses, the California State University system, which is a comprehensive system, and it is comprised of 23 institutions, and then we've got the University of California system, which is our R1 universities, and there are 10 of those. They don't collaborate too often, but this has turned out to be a very good experience for all of the those who are involved in this California Online Council and the online library. And one of their tasks was to identify 50 courses that are articulated across the 3 systems, so they tend to be general ed courses, and then to find open textbooks for each one of those courses. And so the council determined that they wanted to find at least 3 books for each course, and then all of those books have been peer reviewed, and those peer reviews are being posted on the coolfored.org site. So that's what a secondary legislative bill established, was a California Open Online Library, which we're calling coolfored.org. So if and when you take a look at coolfored.org, you'll see the 4 main components are the textbook reviews, the course, and the faculty showcase, and then also the find feature. I'll give you a quick tour of those features now. So the course showcase is where each course is described in depth, each of the 50 courses, and then the textbooks that were selected for those courses are available to view in this format as well. The e-textbook reviews is quite robust in that that's where we have the collection of the peer reviews of over 450 textbooks. And over 450 reviews, for 150 textbooks. And that will be completed by the end of this year, in December 2015. Here's a quick snippet of what a review is comprised of. The Council of Faculty developed a rubric for the textbook reviews, has 4 major categories, and this is just a small snippet of a very robust 2 to 3 page review that comes out of faculty who were selected to review the books, and were paid to do that as well. Another feature in the coolfored.org site is the faculty showcase, and we thought that would be a great way to help faculty get to know and read about how their peers went through the selection process, and also what textbooks they might have chosen, and maybe some of their student feedback, etc. So if you're interested in taking a look at that, we've got quite a cross-section of faculty showcases from the 3 systems. And this is a quick snippet of what that looks like. The Introductory Statistics course by Larry Green. And you can see that we talk about the textbook, about the course, and then about the textbook adoption process. And it's not us actually that are talking about it, it's the instructor who went through the adoption process and utilized the resource in their course. And last but not least, the feature on the Cool for Ed site is the Find feature. And this is where instructors can go to quickly find resources in their disciplines. So now I'm going to take some time to show you the 4 potential strategies for finding open educational resources, and back to the Find feature in coolfored.org. When you click on that Find link, you will be presented with these 8 categories, and an instructor gets to select their category in which they teach and then begin searching. And what happens is that they will be presented with resources within that discipline. So if I were to click on social sciences, I would be presented with subcategories of the various disciplines within social sciences, and then I could drill down and see information that have been provided by the authors of this resource called Cognitive Psychology and Cognitive Neuroscience. And then also on the right side, I would be able to read any type of feedback that others had given based on their review of this resource. And you can see here that there are some ratings, that there are some bookmarks, and some course e-portfolios that this source has been utilized for, which indicates that it's considered a valuable resource to several faculty members. So what are we looking at here? These resources are all embedded in Merlot.org. Merlot is the largest catalog of open educational resources in the world, where they have over 66,000 resources between simulations and test banks and PowerPoint slides and videos. Within those categories that I showed you a little bit earlier, Merlot is quite robust in the various aspects of open educational resources. Merlot also has its own advanced feature, and this is the second method or strategy that we recommend for finding open educational resources. If one goes to the advanced search area of Merlot, one can select a material type, as you can see here, and select open textbook, and then type in some keywords in that box, in the keyword box, and then click submit, and the person will be presented with all the resources that are under those categories, and the instructor then can peruse those as well. So if you can't find your resource in the Find tool from coolfored.org or in Merlot.org, there's always Google, which we're all very familiar with. Use it every day. And here's some strategies to use the refined search features in Google. I'm sure all of you use Google information every day, but here we also have some strategies where we could use keywords and also special characters to drill down to very specific to find very specific information. So for example, if you were looking for open textbooks, we recommend starting out with Creative Commons in quotes, because all open textbooks are usually have a Creative Commons license. And then other common terms and subject matter terms and or specific words can be used to refine your search within quotations and or using a colon. As you can see within title, colon microeconomics, that will help you drill down to a specific discipline very quickly. So we'll spend some time hands-on with this during the conference. And last but not least, there is the other lists and repositories and directories that are available in addition to cool4ed.org or merlot.org. From BC Campus Open Ed to the OER Commons to specific areas such as OpenStax College, the Saylor Foundation, Lumen Learning. There are many other resources where one can look for open educational technologies and might even find some peer reviews there as well. One of the aspects of adopting OER, many faculty are looking also for the ancillary materials, and there are quite a few available, and that resource continues to grow as others see an opening to develop ancillary materials to supplement the growing interest in open educational resources. So PhET comes out of University of Colorado Boulder, great resources in physics, chemistry, and STEM type fields. WebAssign is a paid ancillary material for math and sciences, but it's very low cost. So faculty seem to be content with assigning ancillary materials, especially if they are interactive, creative, and also low cost. So they are available in addition to what one can find in those open educational resource repositories. So that was a quick overview of 4 strategies on how to find open educational resources that have been peer reviewed. And I'll look forward to hearing more about what your potential strategies are, or sharing information as to how you are making your textbooks affordable on your campuses when we meet in November at the WCET conference. So thank you very much for your time. And if you have any questions, please email me at lkennedy@calstate.edu. And again, I look forward to meeting with you and enjoying the entire conference, the WCET conference in November.